It's Hertz who are here with us. But it's Theo from Hertz. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Yeah, we're 50% down.
Yeah,
today.
tell us about the other 50% then, Adam.
He's injured himself carrying a piano in a kind of Laurel and Hardy type escapade.
Seriously, so you weren't there to help him carry the piano? He's trying to do it all on his own?
No, we normally do everything together. But yeah, he's really hurt his back, and he had to miss the Little Noise show, and he's on the mend, so it's going to be all right. But
he's doing okay. Okay, that's good. Was it difficult because the concert that you did for me was at the Union Chapel, and it was kind of a very stripped back and acoustic affair, but with strings, and it was beautiful. Was that hard doing it on your own, carrying it on your own?
It was weird because in the 4 years we've known each other, we've never not left each other's side. So it was strange, but it was such an amazing thing because I've never sung the songs like that before, and I was saying before they only exist like that for half an hour because we write them all on piano, and they exist like that for half an hour, and then all of a sudden they disappear. So last night was very emotional because I remembered what they were all about. Okay. And we had the great musicians to help us as well.
Of course, we have musicians in the studio with us right now. Do you want to talk us through who's here and what they do?
We've got Pete, who is playing the piano.
Give us a bit of your piano, Pete.
Adam didn't lift that piano in.
Did he not?
We've got Paul on various drum instruments.
What do you do? Yes, what are you doing, Paul?
I don't know, I do a bit of anything, really.
You've got a box there, can you just kick the box for us? There you go, that'll be nice, thank you.
We've got two lovely string players, Jill and Lucy, who are on violin and cello.
Let's hear from you. Okay, you can hear that a lot more in just a second. Was it strangely liberating last night, though, when you were doing this the gig?
It really was.
Without Adam there, yeah?
Well, not without Adam, because we had a replacement, obviously. We had a girl dressed like Adam who was playing with roses.
She was plucking petals from roses and scattering them on the stage all around, yeah.
Just to make me feel more comfortable. So out the corner of my eye, there was somebody who looked like Adam. But it felt really cathartic today. It felt like because I got very upset at the end, because because it was very... To be in front of all those people and to just, like I said, to remember what the songs were about and stuff was a really powerful moment. And for the cause, the cause is something that means so much to me and Adam. And because you were saying when you wrote the songs that you were in quite a dark place and you were quite sad. So when was this and what was going on? Well, this was probably about a year and a half ago when we kind of were forming the band, and we'd been unemployed for 3.5 years. We'd kind of been chasing a dream, which is like a carrot on a stick, really, and you end up kind of lost as to what to do, where to go, and all of a sudden we started to capture that in songs.
How come? What changed? What was the moment? I don't know,
we just relaxed, and we just kind of decided that it just all fell into place, and we wrote a song called Unspoken off the record, and all of a sudden we started to be honest in songs, which is quite a brave thing to do as a musician.
Emotionally?
Yeah, because you spend a lot of time pretending, I think, as a musician, and then all of a sudden it just came, and we just went from there. And then it's weird that we wrote them all at that time, called the band Hertz, and then all of a sudden when we finished it we were happy, so we called the album Happiness, and now we are.
The contrast. Yeah. Excellent. All right then, let's hear from you first of all the song that you're going to do. It's the single, I think. I heard Janice Long playing this just the other night. It sounded absolutely beautiful. I know Radio 2 are playing it, so we'll hear from you. This is Hertz in concert on Radio 2.
This is a song called Stay. My whole life waiting for the right time to tell you how I feel, and though I tried to tell you that I need you, here I am without you. I feel so lost, but what can I do? Because I know this love seems real, but I don't know how to feel. We say goodbye in the pouring rain, and I break down as you walk away. Stay, 'cause all my life I felt this way, but I could never find the words to say. Stay, stay. everything is alright. And since you came along, and before you, I had nowhere to run to, and nothing to hold on to. I came so close to giving it up, and I wonder if you know how it feels to let you go. Say goodbye in the pouring rain, and I break down as you walk away. But stay. 'Cause all my life I felt this way, but I could never find the words to say. But stay. So change your mind and say you're mine. You don't leave tonight, but still say goodbye in the pouring rain, and I break down as you walk away. But stay. 'Cause all my life I felt this way, but I could never find the words to say.
Whoa, Taj, you'd be blown away by that. That was Hertz doing Stay on Radio 2 in concert, and just wonderful. Thank you so much. It's incredible. I'm sitting in the studio and I'm kind of surrounded all around me. The strings are behind. I've got Thea right in front of me, and just the music is kind of, yeah, it's very intense. That was beautiful. Thank you very much indeed.
Thanks.
What did you grow up listening to? Were you weaned on a diet of 80s synth pop, or how did you kind of get the sound that you have now?
Not really. I think it's very interesting for us with the 80s because obviously it's electronics, pop music, but for us it was only really people like Depeche Mode and Tears for Fears that kind of inspired us, and obviously Prince and people like that. And we kind of left a lot of it because obviously we were only just born then, so we didn't really have any reference. But when we were making the record, it was a lot. We listened to a lot of Phil Spector and a lot of things like that we wanted the classic kind of pop song, because it's something we've always fallen in love with, and yeah, it was about kind of the dark element in it is people like Depeche Mode, I guess. But the 90s were important for us.
The 90s?
Yeah, very
Okay, well, that's when
important.
you were growing up and you were hearing music, I guess, discovering music. Who were you obsessed with then in the 90s that you absolutely loved? Can you remember?